Mm. Thank you. Thank you very much. Definitely, definitely. Your expectations will not be cut short. All right. So we'll just dive into it. I would call on Mr. Razak Salaudin. And my question to you is, do you think I can still open doors today? Do you think it still open doors today? And tell us why. Audible. Very audible. Thank you very much, Mr. Razak. All right, so over to you, Mr. Uche. Would you advise somebody to take up an ICAN certification in 2025? And why? And if not, why? Very well and very loud. Thank you very much. That Mr. Uche works with PwC, and so of course he knows what he's talking about. All right. So now Mr. Razak, now tell us, because I know your work, you kind of work in finance, and I also see that you have yeah, okay, I see that you also have economic kind of some of the things you've done, all right, have to do with economics and all of that. And then people are wondering, someone, from an accounting background with an ICAN, how did you move? Okay, so just give us an insight into your story. All right. And now what are you saying to us at this moment? You're telling us how you literally walked into, all right. I think somebody, okay, somebody's mute can we all mute ourselves? Can we mute ourselves? Okay, good. All right, can you walk us through? Okay, good. So tell us, how did you even stumble on ICANN? How did you walk into ICANN? Or why? Yeah, yes. Mm, 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 mm. Wow, wow. Not just ICAN, even ATS opened the door. Ah, wow, this is interesting. Wow. So that means, see, you don't have to, even with ATS, if you already have ATS, can still open doors, right? And that's exactly Mr. Razak from, wow, wow, wow. And you even started from OND, HND, like you literally started from the scratch. Like from the foundation. Wow. 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 This is interesting. These are, we know, but well, I know not all of us will start from that. Some of us, we would start from professionals, after BS, which is also very fine too. All right. But the truth is, at the end of the day, it actually opened, door, All right. So now, Mr. Razak, just one thing. Now, because it's, I understand that there's always something to somebody's story. There's always, in as much as we're talking about, oh, be self-disciplined, be motivated, God factor, all of that. There's always that thing that will break us than then make us to want to do something. For me, I have my own breaking points, right? My choice to embark on the ICAN journey, I didn't go through ATS. Mine was after the BSc, all right? And my own was really later, after marriage, with children, working. So I was not like the early bees people like you. So I started later. But there was something that broke me that actually made me, embark on that journey. All right, so we'd like to hear your story, Mr. Zach. What is that thing that actually broke, that thing? It could be personal, if you don't mind sharing with us, that broke you and just made you tell yourself, oh, I have to go for this no matter what. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, thank you very much. Now over to you, Mr. Uche. From economics to accounting, why? Why did you move from economics to accounting? What's your story? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you. So really, a tutu. I don't think there's no excuse for anyone, really. A two, not two one, tutu, tutu, a tutu in economics, taking an ICAN exam as an undergraduate student. I know what it is writing exam as a student. Youthful exuberance, you are distracted, and then you have a lot. You're not like mature to know, okay, this is what I want for my life. You're just young, and then with a tutu, you got it and said, oh, let me venture into something that can help me uplift this situation. Let me also mention that Mr. Uche is also an ICAN prize winner. So he actually won a prize. So in a skills level. So that shows that, see, your educational level. If somebody tells you, "Oh, you're not smart," yeah, it has nothing to do with this. Once you are ready, ICAN is ready. Once you are ready, ICAN is ready. All right. Okay, so now I want Mr. Razak to tell us. So one person asked, one of the questions we received, one person said, how do I even maintain, motivation on the ICAN journey despite past failure? All right. So this person had failed before, personal loss, burnout. So according to his question, he had failed in the past. He had lost. I don't know what that personal loss means, but possibly lots of maybe somebody close to him. A lot of things probably going on in his or her life, his or her life, and then burnout. And I understand what burnout is in ICANN. In fact, one of the things when I said I was going to ride my car, one of the things I told myself was I would not burn out because I know what I've seen it because I work in a university environment. So I see my students go through these phases, right? And I said, no, I'm not going to burn out. I'm supposed to come here and tell them it's possible. All right. So, but this person is saying, I've experienced burnout, failure, and personal loss. What would you say to this person to be motivated? This I can just. Mm, Mm. Mm. Mm.
I believe software should provide.
Wow. Thank you very much. I hope we had that. Yes, there's community. Please get yourself involved in one because they help you. Because whenever you feel down, you feel that this journey is really difficult. I tell you that people that that are probably gone through that route and they will be available to help you out. All right, Mr. Uche, what would you say to that person? What's your advice aside what Mr. Razak? Hmm. 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 Mm, 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 mm. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Relationship that must be nurtured, jealous girlfriend. So true. It's so true because it's like, Mr. Razak also mentioned dedication, discipline. See, consistency is the way. If you tell yourself, I'm writing this diet, the next diet, you literally have to devote time. It can't happen like the way, oh, today I want to hang out today. No, there must be like clear goal on how you want to go about it. And another thing I will also say is that know your why. Why am I right? See, it's not because your parents want you to be a chartered accountant. Is it because you want people to call you a chartered accountant? Really, the question is, why am I embarking on this journey? Am I using ICAN to, build my career? Am I using it to gain financial freedom? Am I using it for career advancement, for professional recognition? It's important. Let your why be stronger than your worst days. When you know your why, even when times are really bad, your why would help you too. I recently did a survey. Okay, I think a month ago, I did a survey on what's motivated or what's motivating people to pursue the ICANN, certification. And out of all the people and participants that fill the survey, 60% of them mentioned career advancement, higher pay, and because it is working. See, it is working. You're tired of something, you're tired of your financial situation, and somebody is telling you, take this route, invest time, invest money in this thing, and then tomorrow you reap it. And if you don't do that, like the financial situation might still continue. All right. So ICANN can help you, get that. And about 18% said, oh, for professional recognition. And I know what that is. Professional recognition. Now, for instance, if Mr. Razak and Mr. Uche didn't have ICANN, I'll probably not be inviting them for this. And who knows what this relationship can, yield to. So that recognition is actually connection, is network, is access to things. I'm telling you, when you become a chartered accountant, then you then know what we mean by connections, because people begin to reach out to you. Individuals begin. It's just like, think about what lawyer do. Lawyers, what they do. If you want to open a business now and you have a lawyer friend, because you know he's a lawyer, that's the person you probably want to speak to. You have a case in court. Who do you want to speak to? And because that person has that recognition, same thing with ICANN. People will reach out to you just because you own that. Not just because you have a BS in accounting, no, because you have something else aside your BS. So they want to, all right. So please, let's remember that our why should be stronger than our worst day. So then there is another question. All right, so I'll start with Sauche now. I want to talk about what mindset would you expect someone to cultivate to succeed? I know you've mentioned see it as a jealous wife, da da da. Okay, what mindset would you, apart from that, would you ask someone to cultivate if they want to be successful in their pursuit of an ICANN, certification? What mindset? How should they be thinking? Mr. Razak said, make provisions for failure. So, what mindset, Mr. Uche? What mindset? Just tell us what mindset.
Okay. Um,
Mm, mm, mm. True. Mm. Thank you. In the same breath, Mr. Uche, just tell us specific. We want to know, how did he open doors for you? Tell us your journey. How did ICAN, what kind of doors, Mr. Razak mentioned he was a junior assistant, then he moved, So you specifically, what door did ICAN open for you? Yeah. Mm. 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 Wow. Mm. 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 Wow. Wow. Mm. Mm. Eight. Mm. 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 Mm, 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 mhm, mm, 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 mm. No, if you don't, yeah, if it's implicated, maybe not. Mm, 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 wow, wow. I do. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you. Mm, 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 mm. True. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Double doors. In fact, this one is not two doors, like doors were opening. And I'm sure because they saw that resilient spirit in you. They saw that this person is is going for something big, and that's why they had to break the rule. So you can imagine somebody doing what they don't want you to do, and then they then say, oh, because of this we'll give you an higher position. And the truth is, in most organization I know, and of course we've also heard from Mr. Razak and Mr. Oche's story, an ICAN certified member gets a higher position. They also get an higher pay. I've been privileged to sit on interview boards, and what I see, the first screening. Okay, Mr. Uche, I think your can you mute, Mr. Uche? Can you mute? Yes, I think there's an interference. Yes, I've been privileged to sit in an interview board, and I realized that what the first screening is for an accounting role, and a person with an ICANN certification is considered first. All right, I'm not saying without an ICANN you can't be considered, but the truth is when they are not, probably maybe they don't have, then they go for people without an ICANN, because they just believe that for you to have taken the time to go through this, you've added value to yourself, and of course you're going to bring that value to the organization. Thank you. All right, so Mr. Razak, now, we want to talk about the costs. Yes, ICANN is not, well, I would say it's relatively expensive. Why am I saying that? Because it depends on what you're comparing with. If you're comparing with some other professional exams, you know how much it will cost you. So, like for me, I think it's cheap. If you compare it to other professional exam, at the same time, it's not cheap because really, there's tuition, there's registration. If you're going to apply for exemption, you will still have to pay. Then, if you're going to be taking classes, you'll still have to pay. There's a lot. It will cost money. Now, talk to us from and from your example, an individual from an humble background. Not like you can just say, "Mommy, I need money," and then they give you money. So some people are lucky. They can just call for money and the money comes. But not everybody has. And I believe some people on this call are probably can relate with that. So how do you, because it's like you're investing in yourself from what you don't have. You don't even have the money, and then you are going on a program that involves money. So how do you think someone from an humble background can financially sponsor themselves? Let's assume they don't have access to scholarship. Sponsor themselves on an ICANN journey. Yes. Mhm. Mm, 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 valid. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
That's a rule like that.
Mm. 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 Sure. Mm. 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 Mhm. Mm. Good. Mm. Hallelujah. Mm. 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 Wow, wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want participants, can we get emojis? Are you drawing value from this chat? Can we get emojis, comments? If you're drawing value, can we see your hand? Can you thank you. Yes, 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 yes. So we've learned the value should, you know, should encourage us rather than the costs. Really, the truth is, in a year you reap everything. Maximum in a year, every dime you've spent on your ICAN journey, God putting you in the right place, you get everything back and more. And there's like I said, I've been on boards. I know there's some position that if there is no chartered accountant, they do not promote the individuals in that unit to. Even if they don't have a chartered account, the best I saw that they did was just to put an acting, but as an acting, you don't get paid the amount of someone that is in that full capacity. So what they do is, in case they don't have a chartered accountant in the organization, they could get, because really chartered accountants are not like, there's a scarcity of chartered accountant because every company need at least one chartered accountant. And how many chartered accountants as I can produce to even meet all the needs of companies. So what I see them do, like ones I've been on, is they can just promote that person as an acting, but they don't pay that person the amount if it was to be a chartered accountant. So that shows that, see, in a year, if you want to do financial modeling on this thing, you will notice that the future return, within a year, in fact, maybe some people, some organization, in 3 months, you are reaping it back. All right, Mr. Razak took loan and see where he is now. So you can imagine if he had not done that, I don't know where he would have been today, especially on that journey. Okay, so Blessing, go ahead. Blessing has raised a hand. Please go ahead, Blessing. Let's go ahead, please. I think we can start taking questions from now. We're open so that we can close on time. We can start taking questions. Mr. Razak, Mr. Uche, if there's any other thing you want to touch on that has not probably been talked about, please kindly just be preparing for that. So can we get questions now? So the floor is open for questions. So let's begin with Blessing. Blessing Asapa. All right. Okay. Can you unmute yourself or mute yourself? Okay. Can we get questions from the floor? Should I call names? Peter, questions, Eniola, Sylvia, Favor, Success. Can we get questions from you? Aside the ones you've sent in, which I think we've addressed all of that. Questions? Okay, so we move on. Mr. Razak, please can you tell us something else that we haven't probably discussed that you think you want everyone to know? Yes. Mm. Mm. So, mm, 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 mm. Move. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. True. Wow. Thank you very much. I hope we got the point. We got the point. Really. By privilege, I also kind of like train people, both in Covenant and in um, my own space on the ICAN journey. One thing I would like to say, see, sometimes there are certain questions you want to ask yourself. Like I said, it's not bad. You don't gamble. It's not. Let me show up. I know people that say things like, "Oh, let me just show up." They would recognize that I've been here for years. See, ICAN does not give credence to see. Oh, they know from your number you've been here for 5 years, so therefore, no. If you don't pass, you don't pass. I particularly know someone, though not an accounting background person, a somebody with a sociology background is in his 60s, is a professor, but he has a goal to be a chartered accountant. And I'm telling you, he has been on this journey for like maybe 7 years. I wouldn't know what his goals are, at that age, but he knows what he's looking for. Right? He knows what he's looking for. And this man is coming from a background that they have no he doesn't have so much information on accounting, or is at the professional stage, so it took a long time for him to move, but anyways, he's at the professional stage. And so for him to be showing up, there's something, I don't know what that is. There's something it's saying. And please, you don't gamble. You are ready. Sometimes you might just want to look at the exam. You may want to batch the exam over a period of time. And I would advise maybe maximum of 1 year for those that have exemption. For instance, if your university has MCAT where provisions where you don't need to start from the beginning, you can just write the final stage, which is the professional stage, and there are 5 exams in that stage. You can batch them, so you can say, oh, in May I'll write 3, then in November I'll write 2. If you think if you already have your issues around this exam, just batch. In 1 year you'll be qualified. All right. And if you're someone that really wants to get it, please, if you're going to take all the papers, I would advise start reading on time. In fact, I would say minimum of 1 month per paper. If you're going to be writing 5 papers and you're working and you have a lot going on for you, I think if you do 1 month per paper, you'll be rather lucky rather than going in. I know people that say, oh, they wake up when it's 1 month to the exam. Don't gamble, because there's something about failing. In as much as failure is not the end, failure does not define us, but there's a negative effect failure can have if you don't know how to manage it. So why set yourself up for failure when you can, prepare yourself, so why go in for an exam 1 week and you're preparing like 1 month and you want to write 5 papers and academically it's not like you understand easily like that. Why want to do that? Why not prepare early? Why not batch the exam at least in a year? You'll be chartered, why not consider those options? Thank God ICAN has, such options. So do that rather than just, getting yourself, setting yourself intentionally to fail. It doesn't really work. Another thing I also want to mention here is, like I said, we're going to be sharing actionable tips on what to do. I would say that thing they mentioned, community, very important. See, it's in community you find certain materials that you will never know. You will never see it on the internet. Like you won't find, I'm not saying it's not on the internet, but you won't know it's there. It's in community you'll see, for instance, there are resources like for every topic, there are like years in which those topics have been questions have been asked and such. So for you reading, for instance, you're reading maybe corporate reporting, and you're reading maybe this week you want to delve into consolidation. And immediately you've learned how to consolidate and all that. You're taking past questions on consolidation because somebody has done the job by giving you an highlight, rather than you just going through ICAN Pathfinder and you're looking for what year did they ask question on consolidation. Now it's in community. Those things are not on ICAN website. They're not there. It's in community you find those materials. It's in community by joining groups, then they are sharing those things and then you're able to have access to them. It's in community you know that there is a change, even though there is a syllabus change. But I'm telling you that even before the major change in syllabus, there are some in-between changes. For instance, tax is that cause that experience that a lot. So even though there's a change in syllabus, doesn't mean that by 2026, Finance Act might have come out, another Finance Act, and then changes everything, And it's in community, that those things are no longer obtainable. You have to now upskill yourself and learn new things. It's in community, that. You don't know that from I can't put up information and tell you, this is it. No, they won't. But in those communities, it's in those communities you understand how the examiner, think. What's the examiner's mindset? Because it's very important. It's not just for you to read endlessly. What are the examiners expecting of me? These are things. And they also mentioned classes. YouTube videos are great resources. All right, they are great resources. So money should not be a reason why you shouldn't. So you can't afford classes. You can't afford you can't afford data for YouTube videos. You can self-study. The only thing is you have to do more. All right. The thing with self-study is you have to now be the one to figure out everything, and that might take you more time. But with YouTube videos, you can have that, advantage. But the thing with YouTube is sometimes you may not be able to interact. Maybe there are questions because you drop questions, nobody's replying you. That's where online classes might be good, where you're interacting, you're also having that community effect. And for those that have, pleasure of attending physical classes, some people also find that some people learn. I'm a researcher, so I noticed that a lot of times students learn different ways. So we don't box students in one corner. Some students just learn by physical interaction. They don't learn online. It takes maturity to sit 2 hours on your system and you're learning. It takes maturity. Some people, until they see you real human beings, they can't start learning anything. So know yourself and find that parts that will really help you. Community, what kind of people are you associating yourself with? Look for chartered accountants. Look for chartered accountant. I by privilege, I am involved in teenagers, and I do a lot of career thing. They invite me in places and all of that. And one thing I've noticed is that even as a faculty in Covenant, one thing I've noticed is that people that are chartered, they kind of are together. What I mean is, the people writing ICAN in my school, for instance, where I lecture, they are friends. Right? Not that they were friends from the beginning, became friends because of ICAN. And there's that thing. So you rarely find someone that is writing ICAN friends with people not writing. When they were friends before, the moment they start writing ICAN exam, it's like association they start defining their relationship, and then they start moving together. Sometimes you need that, because there are days you'll be cold and your friend is hot and your friend is telling you, wake up, you need to read, you cannot give up now. That days you want to even cancel the exam and tell yourself, oh, you can't do it. Dope community will be the things you can actually, don't stay alone. If you can do it alone, it's fine. But if you constantly are in between, should I go further, should I not, like the question we had at the beginning, you failed before, and then community is one way to actually get back on track. All right. And another tip I will also put up is there's an Eisenhower matrix that talks about urgent and important tasks. See, in your books, if you're going to be writing ICAN in November, you must make it urgent and important. You must. And what that means is that you're dedicated specific number of hours. So maybe 2 hours every day. In fact, somebody mentioned something that really makes sense. You could do late night and early morning, because that's like your best if you're working or you're a student and there's a lot of things going on in your life. Target late night and target early morning. So you are sleeping into it and you're waking up into it. So there's this thing that happened, right? Because I've tried it myself, because I do a lot of things. And when I have to really get myself into the books, I do that, and I realize that it has this benefit, because you sleep through it and then you're dreaming about it. I know you don't want to dream about ICAN, but the truth is, you're dreaming about the question. You wake up with, oh, this is the mindset. Oh, this is what you're saying. This is how they want us to think. Because there's a reason this accounting standard is like that. There's a reason why this finance theory is saying this. So it's when you sleep on it, wake up in the morning, then you just have that, oh, I've connected the dot. Because there's no interference in between. You're sleeping, you're waking up. So if you can do that, that's one way. If you're someone that can work with that schedule, you can also look at set deadlines, lifelines. Tell yourself, by March, by May, by June, by July, by August, I should have finished corporate reporting. By September, I should have finished financial reporting. By this, to put an end date. See, and you are moving towards the end date, you will see that everything in you will come alive. Like one of the things I said I was going to be giving away. I've actually designed something that can help us, something like a planner. All right, where it's tied to the day you start and the day you want to read and the courses and all. So I'm going to be sharing with everyone on this call. I will send it to your emails. All right, so you're going to be typing in, these days, these are the things I want to do. Okay, maybe I can even screenshot, share it so you see what I'm talking about. So you can put in that, and then that help you to know, today is this. And there's something about you not achieving your task for the day. Something is telling you, you've not done the task for the day. Are you going to go sleep like that? And then you wake up and then you're like, no, I'm not going to have rest. Like Mr. Oje said, it's a jealous degree. ICAN is a jealous girlfriend. It's a jealous girlfriend. So there's something that will make you know that I've not done the task for today, and my days are closing. You're seeing the metrics, times that are really getting close. I'm not going to do a miracle before now and that time. My brain will not be super open in 2 days that it is now. So you're looking at that. And for those also preparing, you need to ensure that you are covering this tip. Past question is key. Do not joke. Do not joke. For every topic you read, especially at the professional level, that's when you understand. It's not by understanding it. I've understood this topic, okay, but the question is, can I answer this question? I remember the first time we had my student where I after teaching them, that I gave them a real life ICAN pass question. They were looking at it and they said, man, this is not familiar. I said, it is. It is. No, And they were, but the concepts we learned, where is it? Come out like that. Come out by application. And it's in Pascal. By the time we did the first, I remember they were so sad. The first one we did sad. I've done it twice and I realized they were so sad. But by the time we came the second time, in fact, it's like there's no class without past question because that is exactly how they can, see how these questions are going to be, asked. All right. Okay. So let me Mr. Uche, you have not shared your last what else you want to talk about, but I think I'll let you go ahead now and tell us aside what we've talked about, what else do you think you want these young individuals to go home with today? Right.
Um,
Mm, mm, mm,
ways of experience. So,
mm,
so some
mm, 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 mm. Very well. Well. Mm, 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 mm. That's so true. If you don't have it but you know it, they can't even believe you. They won't believe you. See, I don't know why that happens. They won't believe you. But once you have it, even when you don't know it, see, it's like you said, imposter. They will just give you a chance. And then if you are very smart, you can quickly, build yourself, learn, and then come and perform the miracle. But if you don't have it and you know it, it's like I don't even like you won't even get through the door. because in interviews you're even considering those that have it already, and then those that knew it but don't have it, they're not even getting through the door. So really, it makes sense. All right. So I just did a screen. I just shared my screen to show you the tracker, the study planning planner. Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Oh, it was cracking. Oh, okay. All right. So basically, what you just told us was that we should I can give us a chance even when we don't have work experience. The certification kind of trumps those that have work experience and do not have the ICAN certification. So that was a summary of what Mr. Uche just mentioned. All right. Okay, so the study planner is showing on the screen, and what you'll notice is that it's kind of tagged to different days, and this is very important. So you can plan it. So for instance, I have here that I want to start reading in 1st of July 2025, and I'm using financial reporting as my case study anyway. Then I put in the topics in financial reporting. So I will just type in the let me see if you can so in case when you get it, you'll be able to, because this one I may not apply to everybody. So when I'm sending to you, it's going to be blank. All right, so I won't be sending this because not everybody is going to be writing financial reporting. All right, so and your timing might not be July, but so that you know what to do whenever you get this tracker. So what you would do is you would yes. So I don't know if you can see I hope you can see me move. So like if what I would do is I would type in all of the topics. So I'll pick the dates. So this is so I'm picking maybe on the 15th of July. Okay, because I'm starting in July, so I'll navigate to July. So I pick 15th of July, and I'm telling myself, oh, what am I reading? I want to read ethics in financial reporting, right? So let me assume that's what I want to read. Automatically typing it on this platform takes it to the day. All right, so the day is 15th of July. If I navigate to 15th of July, I would see it there. Okay, so let me go to 15th of July. 15th of July. Yeah, here we go. So it's here already. So you see ethics and current development. So once I'm done reading, right now it's saying 0%, meaning I've not achieved my goal for that day. So when I'm done reading ethics and development, I can click check, and it cancels it and put a check and tells me, oh, for the day you had 2 courses or topics. You wanted to read leases, IFRS 16, and you wanted to do ethics, but you've only done ethics, so you have 50%. So you can see your progress. And the moment I do maybe I study list for that day, I have 100%. And automatically, if you check the analytics here, you see that for completed, it's telling me overall I've done 36%. For all the ones I've checked, yet to be completed is 63. So I know I have a long way to go. So I can change my start date. If 1st of July is not the day I want to start, I can change that date. I can say, okay, I want to start in June, right? Since today is June 14th, so let me say I want to start in June 15th. So I put it there, then I type the day, the things I want to read. All right. So, and we the past questions, for instance, for every topic, because I don't advise you just read a topic without past questions. It's not a good strategy at all. For every topic, read sub questions, at least minimum 2 questions immediately after reading that topic. So if for June, I'm not just going to put the topic. For instance, if you look at 1st of July, what I did was I imputed the topic. I also imputed the past question that relates to that topic. So this is past question May, June 2020 question 6, and this past question relates to this topic. All right, so it makes it easier for me. I can just navigate to where the past question is and look at it, because I already know where I'm going, on this topic, not rather than me just going through Pathfinder looking for what year they tested this topic from this. But like I said, I'm going to be sending it to you blank because we're not having the same exams. But however, my team is filling it up with information for different courses. All right, so for the different courses, FR, all of those courses, my team is going to be filling up information. For those that now want those ones that are already filled up with that information, you just have to pay a token for that. But even if you don't have that, this one can still work. The only thing is you have to now type each of the topics and the past questions really, which can also still work. If you start early, it's something you can do. All right, so you would do that. If you don't want to customize, this can also work for you. So you are typing in topics, you're typing in, if you're done, you click check, and then if you check something that's is not supposed to be, you can tell us, oh, there's nothing that you uncheck back. So the point here is you can see your progress. You can see that, oh, I'm 30% close completed, I'm 60% not yet. So that will help you know how to go. So if you want to do 5 courses, okay, I have 1 month. So you're being real with yourself. I have 1 month. How many topics do I want to treat? Okay, there are about 30 topics in each of the diets, in each of the papers. Okay, so in 1 month, can I finish 30? Okay, which one do I think is more important? So your past question analysis will help you with that. So I also did the past question analysis here, where for every year there's the different questions. So that will also help you that, okay, if I'm going to be looking at, so I'm going to be showing, maybe not on today, maybe on later webinars, I'll be showing you statistics. So oh, what questions are mostly asked. So if I have like 20 days, 30 days, what topics should I not sleep with? Like, I should not joke with. You will know. Those ones are like your top topics, the topics that come in question 1. Those topics that are having a high percentage of occurrence. So you want to do that. So we're also working on how to show you all of those, the analytics, but that will be coming up in the next webinar. I'll be showing all of that in the next webinar. But for this one, I think since you've registered, and for everyone on this call, I would gladly send you this. Okay, and I also have a smart study tracker. Now this one is not tied to timing, right? This is just telling you, okay, per topic, how many times has it occurred. So I'm looking at advanced taxation. So for instance, in the last 14 diets, from how many diets now? Okay, yeah, so they've asked this tax administration as a topic. They've asked it 4 times. So you can also navigate and see which one have they asked the most. You can say capital gain tax 19 times. So you know that oil and gas taxation, which is now PIA now, 20 times. Okay, but of course, because of the hydrocarbon thing, so I think it's less than 20. But if you're looking at without the hydrocarbon, 20 times. So those topics should not be negotiated on. You have to read them. Something is happening 20 times, 15 times. You're also seeing the percentage of occurrence. These topics cannot be joked with. All right. So I'll be back now with closing remarks. Can we get closing remarks from everyone? We have 18 persons that joined the call at some different time. Okay, Kelechi is giving us a song. Oh, thank you. Rashid is clapping for us. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Salau. Thank you, Mr. Uche. Wow, thank you, Lola Day, Divine. A lot of names that was. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Can we get one person speak on the behalf of everyone, and we call it a night? All right, one person who is going forth. Anyone, just unmute yourself and speak to us. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. One person, speak to us. How was today's session? Should we continue? Should we have another webinar? What's our time? Nobody's talking. Oh, good evening. Thank you, success. Yes. Wow. Oh my God, she's breaking. Oh my God. Success, we can't hear you. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Thank you very much, Success, for that vote of thanks. All right, thank you. So, can we all just give Mr. Razak and Mr. Uche a round of applause for taking out their time, to just bless us this night? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. So, we'll call it a night. I'll see you the next webinar. All right, so it's be coming up soon. So this time we're going to be bringing in people that have won awards. So they're going to be sharing with us practical tips. We're bringing them. I'm also bringing someone to talk about the new syllabus. How do we transit and win in this diet, November diet? All right. Have a blessed night, everyone. Good night. Bye. All right. You can still keep connecting. Thank you. Good night. Keep connecting. We're available for you. Just keep. Thank, thank you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Keep the connection going. Keep relating. We're available. Our DMs are open. LinkedIn, reach out to them. The speakers can also reach out to me on LinkedIn and also on the platform. So we're already on this single platform now, so you can always message me on the platform. And you can also DM me on the platform. Thank you. Have a blessed night. Bye. I don't want to cut anyone off. I want you to go. All right. Blessed. All right. Thank you. Auntie Diola, Eden, Auntie Diola, look at who is making the hair? Okay, but you are done. Okay. Let me call you down. No, don't. Stay there, stay there, stay. Eden, my Eden, please let me give her charger and let me pack all these things. Let's see her by. The way is talk about that now. Thank you so much. God will bless you and honor you too. And if you help me, God will help. The school. Nothing. Black records. That's not the headline.